It's been over a month since his arrival in Paris, and the enormity of the challenge that James Haskell faces is beginning to sink in.
I wanted to have a change. I wanted to come away where my focus would be solely beyond my rugby, and try and learn from and really sort of kick-start my career again, because I'd obviously missed out on playing for England. I missed out on the Lions. There was lots of things in England that didn't go right, so I wanted to make a clean break.
It's not just a different country for Haskell. Stade Francais is a different world.
This is a very fashionable boutique as opposed to a shop in Paris.
When Haskell joined the French side, it was never really going to be a case of out of sight.
Well, I tell you what, we'll start with the shirts, because that's what everyone wants to see. This is our Heineken Cup and stroke. We actually played in it the other day against Bayonne, but it's a pretty fetching number.
As a rugby player, what does it feel like going on wearing a shirt like that?
It's weird, because everyone made such a fuss about going away and wearing pink, and that they're having such a crazy kit. But actually, when you're playing, you don't even notice it. But I think it's pretty sharp. But if that's coming from me, he's got very, very little fashion sense at the best of times.
And we've seen this one.
Yeah, we've got the pink one. This is the one I got a text from one of the England coaches to say that I look very fetching in pink. Obviously,
which coach?
Yeah, that'd be giving it away. He's got a very hard reputation, so I can't divulge too much. But he said I look very good in pink.
And who is the woman?
Oh, this is a very difficult one, because basically this is part of I think she's part of the French royal family, or was part of a royal family. But there's some link ages ago to Toulouse or something. It's a very difficult subject. I asked Max about it, and he did give me a full debrief. But obviously I haven't prepared my notes to give you a full answer. And then we've got the standard. I'm trying to think. I think it's.
So that's your away shirt.
It's our away shirt that we played. We've obviously played in once. We played in that as well. I think that was just to launch it against Bayonne. But that's mainly our Heineken Cup strip. Then we've got our home strip, but I don't know if I think it's this one. This is the one we played in.
That's relatively subtle in comparison.
Yeah, we've got. You can't. It's at different progressions. You can't go. Can't go too out the block straight away. You've got to take things a little bit steady.
And the denim-looking number on the end?
I think that's just for weekend wear, and no, I'm not sure about the one on the. Again, yeah, I don't know, because the thing is obviously as a player.
You've not worn this one yet.
No, we haven't yet.
Oh,
but I think that was last season's.
Oh.
That's last season's strip. But as a player, contrary to popular belief, I don't actually worry about what I'm playing in or what shirt it is. It doesn't feature on my pre-game plan.
But it's quite an extraordinary shop, isn't it?
Yeah, but obviously you've got all the, I think they've got some of the older shirts from some of the other seasons. But I think each year they've got progressively more.
Yeah, because they just
started
colourful. Playing pink, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, and then obviously I mean, that was a pretty special one. Sort of a tie-dye.
It's quite 90s.
Yeah, but that's 90s. Sort of out of your wardrobe with those ultra colour, global high coloured things. Yeah. One of those, a lot of tie-dye trousers and things. I'm trying to think. There are a few.
Where else in the world, James, would you walk into a rugby shop? I'm not sure any other shop in the world would have Stade Francais underwear.
These are very, very popular. I actually do own a pair of the Stade Francais. They haven't actually come out at all yet, but I think probably we could find a pair for you if you do. Might get the ratings of Sky up a little bit if you were to if I wear them and you wear those, we can do a little joint shot.
We might cause a meltdown.
Yeah, but obviously you've got all the other. I mean, they've got a lot of. This is some of the team stuff we wear. We've got some of the t-shirts. So actually, some of the t-shirts quite small. Obviously, this is not the normal size I get, and I know everyone thinks I shop at Baby Gap and everything else like that and order extra small sizes. I set out the reasons why I wanted to go, and all of it was based on me getting back into that England squad and holding down that shirt. There is no excuses for me not to be involved, apart from down to my playing performance.
In fact, very soon we'll be seeing more of him than ever before.
The gods of Stade, this is their very, very famous calendar, the King of Italy, Sergio Parise on the front cover. Yeah, apparently it's the biggest selling calendar in France, and yeah, it's pretty popular with ladies and gentlemen of certain persuasions and stuff.
And I hear there's a new cover star for next year.
Oh, I've heard a little something on the grapevine. There's a little secret. I don't know. Apparently he's quite a tall, blonde, good-looking guy or something, but I don't know who he is yet. Well, when it's released, I'm sure I'm sure the banter will start flowing for whoever it is.
If the England coaches had something to say about you in a pink shirt, what on earth are they going to say about you hot naked in the front of a calendar?
Well, I think, yeah, I mean, there might be a few raised eyebrows. I'm not sure it fits in necessarily the Leicester mentality to appear naked on a calendar or wearing a a pink shirt, but you've got to, you're in Paris, you've got to accept the culture and accept everything.
Haskell came in for criticism from, amongst others, former teammate Lawrence Dallaglio following his decision to leave Wasps. He knows he didn't perform to his potential last year, and the England international is determined to prove his doubters wrong.
It was the toughest decision I've ever had to make in my life. But I think to make progress in your life, you've sometimes got to go out and put yourself out there, and no other 24-year-olds ever gone across to France and embraced that challenge. And I'll either look back in a few years and either regret my decision, but I don't think I will. I think this is a new chapter in my life.
Wasps coach Sean Edwards and chairman Steve Hayes wished him the best, and Haskell says he hasn't ruled out the possibility of one day pulling on a Wasps shirt again.
So the old adage is, once a wasp, always a wasp. I was a fan for Wasps for 5 years before I even played for them. Joe Worsley always reminds me that I was the irritating big-nosed kid who would always come and ask for autographs and bore the living pants off him about what he ate. Lawrence would duck for cover as his mother was always constantly introducing me to him.
For now, Haskell is intent on throwing himself into his new Stade Francais life, with some areas needing more work than others.
De quelle couleur est le ciel aujourd'hui?
D'accord.
Il est bleu.
But at least he knows at all times he'll look the part.
Look at that bad boy. So just me, just cruising along the Champs-Élysées,
With your flip-flops
with my flip-flops and shorts on. I don't think it's a bad look, I'm not sure it's every day.
It goes down the Fulham High Street.
No, but what does go down the Fulham High Street? I think it's not a bad little number, with a little Stade Francais.
I think you should send it to Sean and it could replace his Celtic Warriors one.
Honestly, Sean Edwards, this is definitely for you. We'll get you this, we'll get you a Stade Francais flat cap, and you will literally be the height of fashion.